What's up, guys? Dustin McDangles back here with another video, and this is the franchise mode series with the Nebraska Bucks guys, our new created franchise mode team, which I'm super excited to start getting into this here a little bit more here in free agency. And I have gone ahead, figured out who we want to try and go after, a superstar on the back end, since pretty much our defense right now is really only chilling at 84 is our highest player with Manson, and sort of that isn't really going to get the job done with sort of power play opportunities at the defensive position. Again, Manson is sort of our best defenseman with Larson, Pesci, Edmondson, Miller, and then Roy are our best options right now. And I have a feeling sort of we could possibly get one more big guy, which I do want to try and get into right now. So before we do hop into this, guys, be sure to drop a thumbs up on this video if you guys do enjoy franchise mode hockey, anything, even be a pro, hockey ultimate team, shootout mode series. If you guys are looking for that, be sure to come to this channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content. As you guys can actually see right now, 10 contracts offered. Those are to AHL players only right now. And this is the big fish I want to go after, guys. Torrey Krug. He could be a big fish here in the sea that we can try and snipe. I feel 6'3" might be a good one for 4 years. One way, I feel like that is a great deal if we can try and snipe him. If we can't get him, we would be losing out on pretty much the best defensive player we can really get right now, other than Shattenkirk, and I'm not willing to give Shattenkirk that money at 31 years of age. So hopefully we can walk away with a player here with Torrey Krug. So let's go ahead, simulate ahead a little bit, and see sort of what happens. So Torrey Krug, unfortunately, deciding to stick with the Boston Bruins, which is definitely a dagger to the heart. I wonder what he signed for. That is definitely a stinker right there. So right now we don't really have a very top defenseman right now. We did get a lot of our AHL players to sort of sign with us, so we have $5.4 million here. And that might have been sort of the reason. So we could try and go after Sergachev. He does only fit that bottom third defensive pairing. I want to try and see Tyson Barrie here. He only fits defensive pairing 3 as well. So it's really tough to sort of see who we could possibly go after. I mean, that would be a nice little shout. Is he a restricted? He is. So we would have to give up a lot here, most likely, to get Sergachev for 5 years. And let's see here. I don't even have the appropriate draft picks in order to supply compensation to the Tampa Bay Lightning for Sergachev. So that is definitely a stinker there. I mean, we could try and go for Justin Schultz, 83 overall. He only fits penalty killing line, so that's a bummer as well. Let's take a look here at defensemen overall. Here sitting, obviously Barrie would be okay. 28 years of age. Obviously won't be able to really get him for too long. Chara could be really nice. He has 1 year. Gustafsson, two-way defenseman. He only fits defensive pairing 3, so that is really the problem right now. Most of these defensemen only fit defensive pairing 3, and I want to try and get an offensive defenseman, which, I mean, it's between Shattenkirk or Schultz, and they're both in their 30s, and they both want $4.5 million, and I'm not really wanting to do that, although Shattenkirk does fit top 4 defensive pairings, all power play lines at 84 overall. Would he be willing to accept a little bit less? That is the real question. At like 4.25 for, that is definitely an interesting deal. Hopefully we can get that to go through. I'm not too sure if we can, but we'll hop into it here and see if we get him. So Kevin Shattenkirk going with the New Jersey Devils, so not able to snipe a defenseman off of the free agent list here, guys, and which is kind of upsetting. Unfortunately, we were unable to get sort of our 2 top guys there for free agency, but let's go ahead and take a look at it here, see sort of what we need to get here, and if we can get anything. I mean, Tyson Barrie, we might be able to try and snipe him. He only fits defensive pairing 3, and I really don't want that. Granlund's still out there on the market. I do want to try and look for somebody who is a little bit younger. Montour is a little bit younger, wanting $4 million. Let's take a look here at sort of the potentials to see if we could possibly snipe somebody that way. Janikowski could be a nice little snipe. Mark Janikowski only fits forward line 3. We could try and pick him up for some possible trade value. Top 6 forward, medium potential. I mean, that is quite nice at under $1 million, wanting a bridge deal. And honestly, let's go for it. That is not a bad type of deal to offer. Would he want two-way is the real question. Ooh, that would be cutting it close. He's going to want one-way at... he wants 9.5. Let's give him what he wants, see if he will take that, and I feel like that might be a nice little pickup there for that top 6 forward medium potential. Honik could be a nice little snipe as well. Don't know enough about him to try and bring him in. Devin Taves, a little bit too much out of our price range. Defensive defenseman Nikita Zadorov here only fits defensive pairing 3, and don't really want that as we are already pretty much stacked for defense other than having sort of that like superstar corner defensive player. So go ahead, simulate, see if we get that player, and hopefully we get somebody here in free agency. Janikowski is going with another team. You simply have not offered me the dollars, and I feel I deserve based on my skills, so we might be missing out here on some potential free agents that we're trying to snipe, which is unfortunate. So, I mean, just taking a look back at it here, are there any good possible deals we can try and snipe out of this free agency? I don't know if there are any good deals left. And just looking at it here, I mean, 24 years of age, 78 overall. Ernie, I mean, that could be nice, but it's really tough to decide here. Kuffner, I wonder if he wants a two-way deal. He doesn't, unfortunately, but we could play him in the AHL, try and develop him a bit, which I'll give him one year, or I'd say 3 years. I feel like that is a fair deal at 1-1. I feel like that is a very good option to see if he could possibly develop. He is 24 years of age. See if we can at least get something here in free agency. So we'll continue simming here, see if we can pick him up, and then obviously if we can't, that would be unfortunate. And see, we keep getting trade offers from Pittsburgh. Don't really want anything from them. They aren't giving us nothing crazy, but we finally pick up Ryan Kuffner, somebody finally to our AHL squad. So we'll be able to sign some more AHL free agents, and then we'll get to our lines here to see what we can put together. So here we are, guys. We have the edit lines option here, and our first line pretty stacked there with Atkinson, Strome, and Hoffman. +3, which is really nice. So we really just need to figure out sort of our bottom lines here, which, I mean, honestly, everything doesn't look too terrible. Kashe here might be able to fit a little bit better. Don't want to move him up the lineup. Volchenkov here, does he fit better on that second? And I'd rather have a young player fitting better on that second line. Brian Rust chilling here on that bottom line, and I'd rather have him there at least on the third line, as we have Shaw is playing centerman on the second line. Comfort, let's see, he fits better on the third, which that doesn't look to sort of fit well. I want to take a look here at our scratched players, and we have Sammy Blaze, who only really fits that second line, and Sam Bennett, who doesn't really fit any lines right now. Let's take a look here at our defense. And that first line really isn't getting a lot of sort of plus or minus. And that's really unfortunate. Does Larson fit better than anyone? Man, that first line D pair is not really working. And we have a 79 overall defenseman chilling there, which is not what you want to see. Colin Miller might fit a little bit better, and I prefer him over Edmondson, obviously, to at least get that +1 on the top line. Edmondson at least getting sort of the, oh man, he would really fit on the second line. I don't want to do that because he doesn't get the +1 or +3, so I'd rather have the +3 so that at least gets an 82 out of Matt Roy on the defensive end, which is nice. Obviously, our goaltenders are going to be our strong suit here this year. 85 Ranta and 84 Saros. Really nice between the pipes. Obviously, we'll want to take a look here at the AHL here really soon. But taking a look here at the power play, First power play, no defenseman on that first power play whatsoever, which is quite interesting. I want to try and switch that up. Volchenkov there at the point. I'd rather move... Ooh, man, this is really tough. I'd rather move Hoffman there. We'll move Rust to... We got a lot of right defensemen here. We have no offensive defenseman here. Colin Miller, we'll stick him on the power play for now. And I want to move Rust down. Oh, Colin Miller's on both power plays now. So we got to switch that up. We'll put... Man, I want to see if Roy can play on that. Ooh, he doesn't fit on that. Does Pesci fit? Pesci does not fit. He's defensive defenseman. Manson, does Manson fit at all? He does not. So let's take a look here at our left defenseman. Edmondson, does he fit? And he does not. So power play is definitely very suspect right now. We definitely want to try and sort this out. Obviously try and get Rust here on that power play. Brings it back down to 0, so I'm happy with that. At least we can keep that going. We do have a -1 here on the 4-man power play. Let's see if we move Cachet around. Although, Atkinson, Rust. We'll move Rust there to the second. And Colin Miller, I mean, he's going to have to stay there. We don't have a better option there. The offensive defenseman, our penalty kill, really great there. Second PK +5, +1 on the first one, so I'll keep that where it is. And then the 3-man penalty kill, obviously not too bad either. So I'm okay with those right now. As it stands, the team is looking pretty good. We could try and get some upgrades here and there, but taking a look, it looks like our HL team, man, we're going to need an entirely new 4th line because that is just unacceptable to have on our back end. Hunter Jones starting goaltender. We'll have to bring in another goaltender. Let's take a look here at our defense, and we're going to need to pick up one defenseman here. Jonas Hub, we don't want him back there at all. So we'll have to pick up, looks like one defenseman and then an entire line of forwards. But honestly, this HL team isn't really bad at all. Other than obviously going to be switching out this entire 4th line, but honestly not too mad about sort of where the team stands right now. So let's go ahead, pick up some more players for the HL team, get that all sorted out. I'm kind of interested to see here where Byfield is, if he's staying in the OHL, but taking a look at it here, I don't want to assign a captain just yet, so we'll leave alternates on Hoffman, Atkinson, and they're giving one to Manson, which I think I will be okay with that. Actually, I want to take an A. Oof, I don't know. I don't want to give all the A's to the first line. So we'll take that off of Atkinson, and we'll give it over here to Strome, young player. Definitely might be a captain here in the future. Obviously, Volchenkov up there as well, number 23. Nice to see him there. But those are all set, so let's go ahead. I'll pick up some more free agents, and then we'll see how the team does in preseason. So here we are, guys, here in the preseason. We're going to simulate game number 1 in the preseason here, home against the Winnipeg Jets. We end up finding ourselves down 2-0. We claw our way back here. Volchenkov getting the first goal in the preseason. We end up tying the game here, sending it to overtime, and we end up losing the preseason opener to the Winnipeg Jets. A hard-fought battle from the boys. I mean, not too disappointed in that, so we'll go ahead, simulate here through the rest of the preseason, see how the boys do, and see sort of what the points look like as soon as sort of we're up to this last day in the preseason. We lose 5-0 to the Blues. We win against the Stars, lose against the Wild, win against the Predators, and then a loss against the Blackhawks. So I want to take a look here at the team stats. Cam Atkinson, 6 games played, 4 points, not sort of what you want to see. I do want to take a look at sort of our defensive stats here and see what the defense are doing here for plus-minus, and everyone's pretty much -2 other than Edmondson, so might need to look at possibly trading away or trading for a top defenseman. We do have cap space. I also forgot to take a look here and see where Quentin Byfield is. I do want to take a look at where he is and what he is doing. Byfield is chilling in the OHL this year, so he does have another year to develop. Quite unfortunate. I mean, hopefully he's able to put together a good year in the OHL and then come here ready to go in the NHL, which I also forgot to sort of go ahead, fix up our best lines here for the AHL as we sort of sign all of those players. So let's swap over here to the AHL, and honestly, I just want to try and see if we could swap out these players. Obviously, Matt Nieto, bringing him in for a year was really nice. Get Jennings in there, and then we'll bring in Matt Nieto here on the right wing. Obviously, we'll want to move him up the lineup here to either the first or second line. He doesn't really get any pluses there on that line. We'll move that around. Kufner down to that line. We'll move this around here, see if that changes things. And as of now, I just want to leave it there. Obviously, swap out the centerman here for Rod. Nice grinder player. Thought we'd be able to get him in there. Doesn't really get the plus or minus there, so unfortunate to see, as we'll leave Kufner there on the fourth line. Move this over to the defense. I did forget to pick up a goaltender, so I'll need to do that for the AHL squad, but we'll get Hub out of there for a new defender who we picked up, Subban. Really nice to get Subban in the lineup. He is a +1. We could move him up, which could be nice. I don't want to break up that top three, or on the +3 on the top pairing, so we'll leave it at that for the AHL. We'll go ahead, pick up a new goaltender here for the AHL as sort of a backup to Hunter Jones, as Domi's still a free agent right now. Quite interesting to see that. As Lundqvist also a free agent. He doesn't want a lot of money either, which is very interesting. We could pick up Sparksy for the AHL. I feel like that would be really funny. Honestly, we're going for it. We're going to pick up Sparksy here for the AHL. Man, he wants a max deal for AHL, so we'll bump that down to $900K for 2 years. AHL goaltender Sparksy, looking to bring him in and possibly do some damage there at the AHL level, giving Jones a little bit of a breather, almost like sort of a starting sort of quarterback type deal. Sort of you want your prospect to develop and get some games, but not too many. So we're simulating here our last preseason game. Royce, Cirelli, and Strome with the goals on Markstrom, who plays for the Avalanche. Ferland getting one more on Markstrom, and we are able to hold on against the Avalanche to win our preseason finale in that game, guys. So pretty awesome stuff. Finishing 3-3-1 in the preseason, obviously not great, but we'll go ahead, sim up to our first regular season game, and we will go ahead and simulate that and hopefully be able to go in there, see what the team looks like. It should be really cool to see. Sparks signs with the squad, so we're able to get him in there. So let's go ahead, before we move any further, throw Sparks in to the AHL lineup in between the pipes to sort of what is a pretty semi-decent looking AHL squad if I am sort of just looking at it. Sparks between the pipes, 79 overall. He might even grow a little bit. We'll move him above Hunter Jones. Obviously, they will sort of go back and forth, which is really nice. Garrett Sparks, really cool to see him in between the pipes for the boys. But let's go ahead, hop into this game here against the Vegas Golden Knights. The two expansion teams sort of going at it. Let's simulate this game, see what the boys can do, and I'm really excited to see sort of what we can really do in this first game. Obviously, it's at home. We want to do well. 1-1. Volchenkov, our first round, first overall, or for our first pick for us, gets the first goal for the boys. We're up 3-2 here on the Golden Knights. We're out shooting them pretty good as well. Cirelli, Atkinson with some goals. So we're going to go ahead, watch the rest of this game, see how the jerseys look, see how the teams look, and really just go from there. Man, those jerseys do look very sharp. Take a look at our alternates as well. Not too shabby whatsoever, but we're going to go with the regular homes for this game with the Bucks on the front. Offense is 88 overall rated. That's really cool to see. So obviously, see how the boys do in this game and hopefully come out on top. Here we go, guys. Our first game of the series, and these jerseys are looking really sharp here for the Nebraska Bucks. Strome loses that draw, and we are off to the races here in this third period, up by 1 here on the Golden Knights, and it's just a matter of holding on here, possibly scoring another go-ahead goal, or continue to expand the lead, I should say, as the puck just sort of bouncing around in the defensive zone. Manson going to find Strome. Strome, nice hands. Looking for someone backdoor, and there it is, boys. What a big-time goal. Mike Hoffman on the play, and you see the red smoke flying out there for the goal, and Mike Hoffman, first goal of the season. Nice backdoor feed from Strome, the 2 assistant captains. Tic-tac-toe. Hoffman with the flow as well. Man, those jerseys are absolutely stunning with the socks, and everything just flows really nicely here for the Bucks, but up 4-2 here in this game. I mean, things are looking good. It's just a matter of holding on here as the first line staying out, assisted from Strome, and Manson there is Atkinson going to dump that puck in deep here as the puck's just tied up. Hoffman trying to come in. Man, 2 men down there. Twofer for the Golden Knights as they're coming out. Even rush. Nice step there by Manson, I believe, and Atkinson off to the races with speed going wide. He gets railed on the play, but Sorensen with it now. Finds Atkinson back with a shot right into the belly of Fleury, and he'll cover up for the draw. Defensive zone draw. We've been out face-off this game, but Brian Rust able to come through, win that face-off for the boys, and we find Ferlin off to the races, trying to get a slap shot at a bad angle, but Derek Anglin able to sort of shave that off as the Golden Knights up the other way. Ryan Reeves gets blown up on the play. I think that might have been Pesce as the Knights with a chance. Big hit, big chance. Tuck almost finds that into the back of the net. Where's the puck? As Pesce going to find Brian Rust looking for something here. He finds Ferlin trying to get past one. He loses the puck, and Tuck going up the other way. Has a chance here. Cody Glass with it now, looking to get into the zone. He finds Strome, always dangerous. Strome finds Tuck in front, goalie's down, but it's our Strome with the puck now, looking to get that puck up the ice, and I apologize, that's not Strome for them, that's Stone for the Golden Knights, as Theodore with the puck in the zone gets blown up by Roy, and Atkinson's going to find Hoffman off to the races. He's got a backdoor man. Oh my goodness, what's Atkinson doing there, trying to get that toe drag into the middle? He had the easy tap in there for the backdoor cheese, but he doesn't go for it, so that is quite unfortunate. But fourth line out here with Raffle, Comfort, and Kashe looking to keep the boys buzzing and hold on to this 2-goal lead. If we can hold on, that would be huge here. A big hit there in the corner. Raffle with it now, trying to find Kashe. Kashe with a shot there in front. Puck falls back to him for the rebound, and Fleury able to make the save there. So we're keeping the pressure on, keeping the puck in their zone here with 5 minutes left to go. And Stone with a chance. Oh, man, nice step up by the defenseman. Big save on the play from Ranta, and Raffle off to the races. Oh, Comfort, backdoor cheese. There it is, Raffle. Big save from Fleury as he shoots it right into his chest. Raffle's got to go for a change. We got to get our first line back out here as the Knights coming in. Ooh, wow, nice little pick off there by Kashe. Comfort looking for it, ragging it a little bit. He finds Sorensen. Nice toe drag. Finds Kashe with a chance in front. And Fleury again makes the save. Sorelli with a chance there. Nice puck movement from the boys as Sorensen finds Sorelli. Nice little sort of connection there, it looks like, coming from our second line. But Kashe with a big chance there, but Fleury turns him aside as, again, still up by 2 here. Getting into the final couple minutes here is our second line out there, Sorelli, Volchenkov, and Sorensen, as puck is down low. Oh, I thought our defenseman was injured at the point. Sorensen coming to the front, gets a little shot there on Fleury, but he's able to make the save on the play. Sorensen now, he loses that. Manson with it at the point, takes the shot and is blocked. And here come the Golden Knights. Nice turnover there by Manson, who finds Hoffman, first line back out here to end the game. 50 seconds left to go as Ryan Reeves brings the puck into the zone. Empty net on the play. Can we get the puck out and ice this game with one more goal? Big chance there in front. And Ranta able to make the save here with 40 seconds left to go in this game. Trying to hold on to this 2-goal lead to win our very first game here in the NHL would be pretty awesome as we get a replay here. Colin Miller absolutely laying out one of the Golden Knights players. That might have been Ryan Reeves. Quite interesting to see there, but First line's out for each team, looking to finish off this game strong. Nice face-off win there by Strome, and Pesce with it. He's going to find Strome. Atkinson, what is he doing? What is Atkinson doing? Just take the puck wide and shoot that into the empty net. Nice hit there by Hoffman, I believe that was, as he's working the puck up. Larson is going to find Strome for the empty net, and that is going to ice it, guys. Going to be winning our first game here in the NHL. Awesome stuff to see. Icing the game there, 5-3 here. Strome, first goal of the season. And again, nice puck movement. Our team honestly looks pretty good. Obviously, the jerseys look awesome, but team looks good. Hopefully, they'll continue to sim well. That's probably my only worry, is if the team actually doesn't sim well. But again, at least we're winning our first ever game here in the NHL. Love the arena, love the looks of the logo and the jerseys. And so we're going to close this one out here. Hopefully hold on to this. Oh, man. Oh, the Golden Knights trying to get one last goal before the end of the game. 10 seconds left to go. Atkinson finds Hoffman, who gets a shot on target, and that's going to ice the game here. Hopefully we'll be able to speed this up, as pretty much it's just a matter of the final buzzer going off. As, again, 7.5 seconds left before we essentially finish off our first game here in the NHL. Again, super excited walking away from this game with the victory, and there it is, guys, the final whistle for the victory for the Nebraska Bucks, the new kid on the block here in the NHL. Ronta's jersey or pads look pretty sick there as well, but again, getting our first victory here in the NHL, very awesome to see. So go ahead, head to our main screen, close out this video, and we'll see where we stand. Alright, guys, so that is going to be it for today's episode. Obviously, here in the Central Division, it will be a battle this year. Strome with 3 points in game number 1, pretty awesome to see, but yeah, definitely going to be a battle this year for the Central Division. Definitely want to try and make the playoffs year 1. In the next episode, we'll get into possible trades. Obviously, if you guys want to make some trades, be sure to drop comments down below what you think I should do. Obviously, this is what the team looks like right now. And if you guys want to make some changes, be sure to drop comments down below on what you guys want to see for the squad moving forward. But that's going to be it for today's episode. If you did enjoy it, be sure to drop a thumbs up on this video and also subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. In the next episode, we will be simming through the entire first season to see how things go, hopefully making the playoffs, and that would be pretty awesome. But again, hope you guys have a good one, and as always, stay dusty.